Hi, this is speech 2300. My name is Sean Carroll, and this is my special occasion speech. The topic for today's speech is just a tribute to my grandpa and how he has made me the man I am today. My grandfather made me who I am today. He fought his way through World War II and liberated the first concentration camp in Germany. Along with being a first-degree general, he was in the Mexican Secret Service up until he moved back into the United States. My mother's father accomplished many things throughout his life, and all of his accomplishments have compelled me to strive for great things and become a man of integrity. As a child, my grandfather commuted between the U.S. and Mexico. He was brought up on a ranch in Chihuahua that ran silver mines and raised cattle. As you can imagine, he lived a pretty strict lifestyle, strict and disciplined childhood. All of his family lived in Mexico, but all had dual citizenship between the U.S. and Mexico because they had to commute to sell cattle and silver. Him and my grandmother had 5 children, and all of 2 of them were born in Mexico, the 2 being my mother and one of my uncles. After World War II, the family moved back into the United States to El Paso, Texas, where my mother and uncle were born, and where I'm from. His strict disciplined lifestyle arose from his family's army background. His father fought in World War I, and his grandfather also was in the American Army before him. Ever since he was a little boy, he wanted to join the U.S. Armed Forces. His influence came from his father and grandfather, who raised him under a strict Army lifestyle. Once joined, he quickly worked his way up to first-degree general and led his platoon to be the first to liberate the first concentration camp in Germany during World War II. When I was growing up, I was surrounded by all of his army relics that he had collected while he was overseas. I remember him telling me stories from battle that he hadn't even told his closest family, not his sons, not even his wife. Those days have always made me want to defend our country, and I've always had the lingering thought to join the armed forces. And even today, I still have the lingering thought in the back of my head of joining the Army, but can't imagine leaving my parents and having that kind of stress on them. My grandfather made me the man who I am today, from teaching me about honor, respect, and discipline. That's my speech. Thanks for listening.